Okay, good evening sa lahat. And andito tayo sa another session with a creative. And ngayon ang kasama natin is no other than Miss Royce Lacson. And I'm very happy to share with you here on the screen. Ito yung book niya. And nabasa ko na siya. Maganda yung mga tula dito. Mix siya ng Tagalog and English, kaya lahat makaka-relate. Merong tungkol sa love, merong tungkol sa about being a teacher, sa modules. This is very relevant. So si Royce Lacson, actually Ma'am Royce Lacson because she is a teacher po. In this session tonight, we're going to talk about poetry, dreams, writing, anything under the sun. So if you have questions, comment lang. We will get back to you, definitely. Okay, so good evening, Ma'am Royce Lacson. Is it okay if I just call you Royce?
Yes po, good evening po.
Thank you for that, Royce. Dream mo ba talagang maging writer? Kasi nakita ko you're also a teacher.
Yes po. Actually po, since I was in high school, sumusulat na po talaga ako sa member or I was the editor-in-chief of our student publication po. And another inspiring thing is, my father daw po wants one of his daughters to be a writer. Actually, gusto niya si ate maging writer.
Oh.
Pero in the long run, yung bunso niya po, yung naging writer.
Growing up, ano yung mga naging inspiration mo about yung writing? Mahilig ka bang magbasa ng stories?
Actually po, ang nakakatuwa po doon, my mother usually buys me, before po pala, she usually buys me magazine. Alam mo yung Chick, saka yung Mod magazine. Available po siya sa newsstand, di ba? Bibili po siya ng ganun, tapos babasa niya sa akin, oh, basahin mo yan, ganyan. There was also a time na si ate naman po, since she was a daycare worker, teacher po siya sa daycare center, mag-uwi siya ng mga libro muna bago niya basahin sa mga estudyante niya. Sa akin muna niya binabasa. So, I grew up reading books of Adarna, gano'n. Tapos si tatay din, bibili siya ng mga novels or pagka yung mga, kasi po si tatay po waiter, may mga client siya na bibigyan siya ng books, iuwi niya, pababasa niya sa akin. So, anything po na nababasa ko po talaga. And I grew up also in Sunday school, so yung mga Bible stories din po. Well acquainted po ako doon.
Nung mag-start kang mag-start, kasi ito, poetry na yung sinulat mo dito. Meron siyang mga 12 and yung title nga niya is nakaka-attract kasi 12 akda ng utak kong gala. Parang yung title pa lang tula na. So, anong inspiration mo for this one? And would you mind sharing with us, paano yung naging writing habit mo dito?
Actually po, nag-start na sa hobby lang kasi way back nung pandemic. Remember niyo po yun. So parang umattend ako ng mga seminars tapos, yes po, parang sasabog yung utak ko sa dami ng, kaya nga po utak kong gala. Parang sabi ko, my mind is journeying elsewhere. So I have to write it down. So pag may naisip akong idea, sulat lang yan. Hanggang sa, minsan po, pinopost ko po before sa Facebook. And then, one time, sabi ng friend ko, try mo kanya magsulat pa. Tapos pagka nakadami ka, subukan natin na ipapublish. And shoutout ko lang po si Sir Jeffrey Delpin po yung nag-inspire sa akin to publish a book.
Sir Jeff, hello! I hope mapanood itong interview ni Ma'am Royce and syempre, isa ka sa mga inspiration niya kung bakit niya nasulat to. Nakita ko dito may mga love life din. Is that coming? Is there a specific reference point in relation to that? Meron ka bang pinagdadaanan nung sinusulat mo yon? Or is it really just your general view about love?
Actually po, ano ko sasabihin? Mixture. Kung yung sa fangirl po, share ko lang din. Yung sa Neo, saka po yung Oppa, I'm inspired by two persons. Actually, yeah po, si Off-Take yun, saka si Choi Siwon. Tapos yung Totoo Aini, yung last po nun, okay, I must admit, I am inspired by one guy. Just to share, mas magaling po siyang poet sa akin. Mas nauna po siyang mag-poetry sa akin. Yun. So, parang, galing niya. Tapos parang, gusto ko rin, parang in the long run, inspired din ako gumawa ng poem. Pero mas magaling po talaga sa akin siyang poet.
What you did was, nag-self-publish ka. So, there's traditional publishing and self-publishing. Ano yung decision factor mo why you went into self-publishing? Kasi, pag self-publishing, medyo mahirap talaga yung process dyan kasi hindi ka lang writer. kailangan mong maging editor, kailangan mong tumulong sa paggawa or pag-choose ng cover, kailangan mong magpa-approve, mga marketing materials, ikaw lahat, even the promotions, it's all going to be you. So what made you take that leap and do self-publishing instead of traditional publishing?
Ma'am, actually po, I'm into both po. Yung sa self-pub po, yan, na-mention ka naman Sir Jeffrey Delfin, sabi niya ay sa akin, lakasan mo yung loob mo. If you want to publish a book, since yun nga po, share ko lang, yung kay tatay, dream niya na magkaroon ng book yung isa niyang anak. So, sabi ko, in memory of him, sabi kahit hindi niya ako nakikita, parang gusto kong in heaven makita niya ako na merong book. So, I decided to take the risk and do the self-publishing. But, by the grace of God po, nakuha naman po ako sa TradPub. I signed a contract with Vibal for a children's book, and I also signed a contract with Diwa naman po for textbook naman po. Tapos nagpasa din po kasi ba mga TradPub, hinihintay ko po yung tawag ng Johnny and Hansel kung approve na po yung story na binigay ko sa kanila. Children's story po. First children's book ko po will be by 8 letters. Ipapublish po siya, and I think by September po yun. God willing, kung kaloban ko ng Lord, masama sa MIBF. Yun.
Okay, oo,
yung
sana.
Yung Yuki. And yung pong story ko sa Vival, I'm still waiting for their call din po, kung kailan. Pero nakasign na po ka ng contract din po.
How was your experience doing self-publishing and traditional publishing? If you have a choice, would you do traditional always, or would you rather na lagi ka talagang may hand in the full creative process?
Actually, both po. I want to experience both worlds. Kasi po, sa self-pub, mas malaki po yung freedom natin since tayo pa yung masusunod, di po ba? Unlike sa TradPub po, sabi nga po nun sa contract, yung gusto ng publisher masusunod. But, experiencing both of them, mas maganda po kumbaga kasi sa self-pub, may mga bagay pa ako na hindi alam. Yung mga pasikot-sikot, which is unti-unti kong nalalaman by the TradPub naman. So, two is better than one nga po. Okay, dun po sa Yuki, which is under self-pub, is under po na 8 letters, I collaborated with a friend. Kasama ko po siya, parang kapatid ko po sa panulat, siya yung nag-illustrate ng book. So, lahat po nag-uusap kami, magka-chat kami kung ano yung mga gusto naming lumabas doon. But doon sa Vibal po, sila po ang in charge sa illustrators po.
Okay. So, doon makikita mo talaga yung difference ng traditional, no, tsaka self-publishing. But I'm happy that you are experiencing both.
That's the grace of God.
Have you ever had an experience about writer's block? And what can you say about it?
Very common po sa atin, especially pagkatambak yung gagawin. Halimbawa po sa work, nasabay. So, hindi ka magkusulat. There were times po, tititig lang ako sa laptop na ganyan. So, parang walang mapasok sa utak or susulat ako, pero hindi ako satisfied. I think that's part of writer's block, right? So, ang gagawin ko po, personally, ito po, medyo corny sa kanyang dinig na iba, but I'll ask the guidance of the Lord. Sabi ko, Lord, para ba akong bata? Lord, hindi ka ako makapagsulat. So, mag-pray po tayo akong ganyan. And ang Lord naman po yung nagbibigay ng wisdom. So, until pag nagsulat na po ako, dire-diretso na po siya. Now, my tip for the writers like me, nakuha ko rin po ito kay Ma'am Grace Chong. I met her at the Philippine Book Festival. Share ko lang po kung okay lang. Sabi niya ganyan, make it a habit to write daily. And never forget to read. Kahit mga simpleng passages lang po everyday, marami naman po. Kahit hindi yung physical book, meron naman po tayong mga write-ups di po ba sa internet, sa mga websites, pero be careful din po. Kasi may mga sites po ngayon na clickbait lang, right? So, we have to be very careful also of our choices in reading. So, yun.
Okay. Meron ka bang mga other projects na pinag-iisipan to work on? Like maybe the target market is hindi na children.
Yes po. So, in relation po sinabi niyo, I grew up kasi po reading storybooks. Katulad nga po ng share ko kanina, daycare worker yung ate ko. So, doon bata pa lang, kumbaga po, exposed na ako doon. So, and sabi nga rin po, para sa bata, para sa bayan, yung mga sinusulat po natin. On the other hand, I'm trying also to explore different markets and also genres. Katulad po nun, I'm writing right now an inspirational book inspired by a song by Chester Bennington. It's called One More Light. So, I'll try to release it po at the end of the year. Ito po yung para sa mga nagsasuffer ng depression. I'd like to help them. Tapos po, sometimes, since po I am a fangirl, I'm also writing a fan fiction. I wrote actually in Wattpad 3 fan fictions, and I asked my fangirl friends kung pwede ko siyang i-publish. Sabi nila, go. So, tingnan po natin kung mapupush through. God willing, sana po.
Ano yung mga fanfiction na sinulat mo? So, it's based on what other worlds or stories? Yung kahit isa lang.
Okay po. So, I wrote something po from about a fangirl siya na meron siyang crush. Sige, sabi ko na po inspirasyon. Ako sa Kashishiwon. So, parang namit niya si bias niya, and then eventually they had a connection. Tingnan po natin sa end kung magiging sila. And also, mahilig din po ako sumulat ng bata ako ng parang anime style, ganun. So, nung nagkakalkal po ako ng isang araw, nakasulat pala ako nung high school ako ng mga 5. Yung parang mga fantasy po siya. Yung sabi ko, bakit hindi ko siya i-publish? Ayun po. Yung mga children's books po yan na ninanarrate ko po, and binabasa ko po, written by my favorite authors po, mga children's book author. Like, okay lang po ba i-mention? Si Sir Genaro Gohocus, si Sir Louis Gatmaitan, si Sir Radiger Titos, sila Madam Beth Parocha, yun po. And also, may namit po akong mga idols ko din po, si Sir Ogie Rivera and Sir Bimbo Papansin. Tapos mayroon din nabasa kay Doc Eugene ngayon, so I'm planning to read also. And magkaroon po nung nakita ko yung mga graphics nila. So yun, share ko sa mga bata.
That's really nice. Baka at this point, you can promote your social media channels. Can you mention them? So if you have a Facebook page, IG page, TikTok, probably you also have TikTok kasi nagre-read ka. And then, your YouTube, of course. You don't do TikTok. You don't want to dance.
Ay, dance po. Kaya lang parang cringe po pag nakita kong i-upload ko sa TikTok.
Okay. So, can you mention your social media?
Okay pa. So, for the Facebook account, I have my Facebook page, which is Author Royce Lacson. Yun lang po. Author tapos Royce Lacson. And then, for the YouTube channel, I have Royce Stories. RHOISTORIES. Okay po. Royce Stories for YouTube. Same thing. That is also my handle name for Instagram. Royce Stories din po siya.
You're very lucky that you have Sir Jeff. Sir Jeff, hello. You have Sir Jeff who can also mentor you. But that's not always true for all writers.
So, unang-una sa lahat, you read. Kasi you cannot give what you do not have. Kung wala kang, kumbaga po, you have to fill your mind din ng ideas. And you have to be very careful right now in the era of social media. Magbasa tayo, pero be a responsible reader. Kasi meron pong mga ibang facts na twisted. Second, just write and write. Pag sabi nga po kanina, mention ko ulit, pag may naisip kang idea, sulat mo na. And then, number 3, revise. Kasi minsan tayo, gandang-ganda na tayo sa gawa natin. Pag binasa ulit natin, ay, sandali. Meron pang hindi ka gano'n. Hindi parang ni-areas for improvement pa. Another tip na nakatulong po sa akin is attend workshops and seminars. Kung tayo, feeling natin, magaling na tayo, pagka naka-attend tayo ng seminars, magugulat tayo, ay, oo nga, may mga weak points sa po tayo na pwede pang i-hone. Don't take it as a burden. Rather, it is a blessing to attend seminars. Ako lang po, just to share, it nakatulong din sa akin. When I attended seminars and workshop, ang laki pong tulong talaga. So, invest in your capabilities. Don't be afraid to look for mentors. Don't be afraid to explore genres na rin po. Basta po yun, matutuloy po tayo. And be humble enough to accept na may mga bagay pa tayo na hindi alam or na dapat pang i-improve. Kasi may mga writers po, pagka alam na nila na magaling na sila, parang teka, magaling na ako, hindi mo na ako pwede i-correct. No. Sabi nga po ng coach ko nung college, once a writer, always grade 1. You have to be open for correction, for improvement, para sa atin din naman po yun kasi. Kasi pag kaliniwala ka lang, ay magaling na ako, hanggang dyan ka lang. But if you strive harder, if you are accepting that, oy, may gagaling pa ako, sige, magpapakorek ako sa iba, pwede ba po tayong mas umangat? And also, as always, the presence of God. Pag gumagawa ka, you offer your talents to Him. Yun po.
Very nice. Very well said, Teacher Royce. Parang doon, na-feel ko talaga yung pagiging teacher mo because you provided so much guidance to our listeners. Okay, where can we find you next, Teacher Royce?
Okay po, so God willing, yun nga po na-mention ko ulit kanina, yung Yuki po, which is my children's book, God willing, makasama po sa Manila International Book Fair to be held on September. Yan po. Tapos, yung pong aking book, pwede ko na po i-promote?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, my book, my debut book, which is 12 Akda ng Utak Kong Gala, is available now at Shopee, Lazada, and 8 Letters website. Yan po. Or if you want a signed copy, pwede po akong EPM. So, yeah, I can send a copy also.
Okay, it's nice having you here, Teacher Royce. And I really hope that we can collaborate one of these days. And I hope I can invite you again for another interview, especially pag nalabas na yung Yuki. Thank you so much.
Yes, po. Thank you so much din po. To God be the glory po.